Hello YouTube, it's PC Gaming Scotland here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are well and gaming lot. So in today's video I'll be talking you through my plans for 2020 for this YouTube channel. Now without further ado, before we get into the video, these are just my initial plans for 2020. In today's video we'll be talking about my plans for my channel branding, my plans for my current series that I'm doing. I want to do more travelling this year. I'll be talking about my PlayStation Platinum goals and PlayStation trophies, talking a bit about my backlog and also my PlayStation 2020 predictions for the year ahead. So if that sounds good, sit back, relax and hope you enjoy today's video. So as you can probably tell, I'm very choked with the cold, but as they say, the show must go on, and that's what I'll be doing in today's video. So first up then, so now we're in 2020 and that means the COPPA thing is now live here on YouTube. My main goal going forward is to continue to post weekly gaming content here on YouTube and also post over on my Instagram page, which you can find in the about section of the YouTube channel. But if the worst comes to the worst and say I get fined, then YouTube is over for me, which is unfortunate because I've put a lot of time and effort into building a brand in YouTube for the last 8-9 years, which would be a total shame to lose it. So I would probably continue to post on Instagram, and I would probably have to open up new social medias, maybe start live streaming on Twitch, or maybe try and build my own website to sell merchandise, or maybe Patreon for community funding so the channel and brand can stay alive, or maybe create a Facebook page and post on there. So I would definitely be in a sorry state, but I think with community support, my own support of friends and family, whatever, and my willingness to not give up and to keep going, and to, no matter what life throws at you, try and overcome roadblock in life and never give up and keep trying and keep moving forward, that hopefully that would be okay. But I've always got in the back of my mind that COPPA could turn up at any moment, and I've just got to try and deal with it the best that I can going forward. So that's COPPA. Hopefully it doesn't affect me too much, but at this moment in time, me, myself and many other millions of creators don't know what effect it will take, but it is quite worrying. But I hope to keep on posting weekly YouTube videos of gaming content on YouTube for the foreseeable future. As always, we'll have to wait and see, but that is COPPA. If there are any updates regarding COPPA or anything else, I will be sure to let you guys know as quickly as possible. But let's get on to my next topic, the channel branding. In 2019 I brought out new channel branding and channel art, which I'll be keeping for this year, as it tells you straight to the point that this channel is to do with a variety of gaming content, and the variety gaming channel is straight to the point. It tells you that I'm a gamer, trophy hunter and PlayStation collector, and the intro tells you that within the first 5 seconds. I wanted the new channel branding from 2019 to be straight to the point and tell you exactly what the channel is about within the first few seconds of every video, which it's doing. So keeping the channel branding for this year. Now I want to continue with the current series that I'm doing. I want to try and improve them, try and make them more high quality, maybe talk about new editing software in the future. I have been looking around and sourcing online about what potential editing software I would want to use, so I'm still trying to do my research with that, but that would mean taking maybe a 2-month break so I could learn my editing software. But then I'm all trying to be consistent and create weekly gaming content on the channel, so I'll have to think about that. But I definitely want to continue my streak of my weekly gaming content, so that'll probably have to be in the research phase at the moment for a new editing software. This year I want to go and travel a lot more than what I have been doing. I've been trying to go on one main holiday a year every year, but there's a lot of Comic Cons coming around in 2020 this year. So there's 2 in my local area which I will be definitely going to if I can get tickets for. One in April and one in October. There's a new Comic Con in Liverpool down in England, which is a 4 or 5 hour drive or maybe train journey at the start of March, and there's a Comic Con down in London at the end of this year in December 2020. And also I always wanted to go to either E3 or Gamescom. So Gamescom is probably more realistic as it's closer to me, but I would love to go to E3 in 1 year eventually. So definitely do more travelling to the 4 Comic Cons and maybe some more local towns and cities around the UK to check out their local retro game stores and have more chats with retro gaming people and owners of shops. That was one that I wanted to do in 2019, but that didn't come to any fruition, as it's quite difficult being a small gaming channel, try to get the contacts to try and agree to maybe like a wee interview or a tour of their store. So that's very difficult for a channel of my size, but I will keep at it. So hopefully I want to do more travelling this year, so at the cons or at local gaming markets or car boot sales or whatever it is. Definitely look out for more travel vlogs and pick up videos for this year. So now we're going to be talking about my PlayStation Platinum. So I start the year with 60 Platinum trophies. Now that isn't to boast. I know a lot of channels out there that have a lot more Platinums, and I've been trophy hunting a lot longer than me. That's from, I like to keep a record and a diary of my Platinums that I've gained. So I've got 60 Platinums this year. I always try and set a goal of maybe 1 1 platinum a month, or maybe 2 platinums a month, but since this year is full of big gaming releases, I'm going to have my goal of 10 platinums for this year, so that would bring my total up to 70 platinums by the end of this year. So since we're in quieter months over January and February before the big games hit in March onwards, that'll give me a lot of time to make a big dent into my gaming backlog. I've got a lot of games sitting there that I haven't even started yet that I've got a few months ago, so now is a great time to try and get some more platinums and lower my backlog in the process. So the first game that I'm currently playing at the time of recording this video is Spider-Man currently. I'm more than halfway through the game now, so hope to try and get this platinum wrapped up by the end of January. So the other games I want to platinum this year, in the first couple months of this year, is Metro Exodus, Medieval, Life is Strange 2 and Horizon Zero Dawn. Now whether I get them done in the first couple months, or hopefully if the summer is quieter, I might give me a second go at these trophies in the summer months. But since there's a sequel to The Last of Us Part, well, The Last of Us Part 2 is coming out, so I want to go back and try and platinum The Last of Us and also God of War, because I think there'll be a potential new God of War eventually on the PS5, and same with Horizon Zero Dawn. I think there'll be a sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn on the PS5, so they're the 3 main games that I want to platinum this year as well. So obviously I want to also platinum Final Fantasy VII Remake, I want to platinum Resident Evil 3 Remake, I want to platinum Cyberpunk 2077, The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima, to name just a few games I'm really excited for this year. And also there's the talk about the PS5 and what that will happen with that. So 2020 is going to be a fantastic year for games, for the hobby. But I finally want to end with my 2020 PlayStation predictions. I like to try and spice my content up, try and improve it from previous years. So previous years I just gave you my plans for the channel, and that's just fine. But this year these predictions are mine. These could be totally off the mark, totally wrong, but I think I'm going to start with, so the PS5 will sell 3 million units by the end of 2020. That's going to be a tough ask, but hopefully it'll happen. Now Ghost of Tsushima was given a release window of summer 2020. Now PlayStation exclusive generally release at the end of the month on a Friday, so since The Last of Us Part 2 is coming at the end of May, 3 months is enough time for The Last of Us to have its time in the spotlight before maybe Ghost of Tsushima comes out in August. Now previous videos I've predicted that this game will release, Ghost of Tsushima will release 21st of August 2020, so I'm sticking with that as a prediction for this year. And also the PSVR will sell 5 million units by the end of 2020. I think it's currently on 3 or 4 million units, so maybe with the new Half-Life Alyx game that might shift maybe a million PSVRs, but we'll have to wait and see for that. So the roundup then for the plans for 2020, keeping my current channel branding, and it gets the message straight away in the first few seconds of every video about what the channel is about. Continue with my current series on the channel, and also throw in some new series for good measure. I'll have to wait and see about that. I want to maybe look at getting better editing software, do more travelling this year, try and get 70 platinums, and try and make a big dent into my backlog for this year, and my predictions that I've just mentioned for 2020. So that's the end of today's video. Let me know your thoughts down below, whether I'm on the money or whether I'm totally off from my predictions, and what you think of my plans for 2020. As always, thank you very much indeed for watching. I've been PlayStation Gaming Scotland, and I'll see you on another video. Thanks very much indeed, guys. Bye bye.